Hello, good evening, everyone. I hope you are all ready for a new episode of the Legacy Master Series. And today, I'm sure we will have a matchup that, if you are an Infect fan, or probably a Legacy fan in general, you will be excited about this one. I have ark4n for you. Welcome, ark4n. Hello.
Oh, Mr. Fenruscloud, welcome as well, and I'm happy to be here with you. I mean,
Nice. We've had a chat before, and we also streamed together before, where you played actually Infect, right, on
yeah,
your
it's
stream.
been a while, but I definitely enjoyed basically playing Infect with you. It was very fun.
Yeah, it was the time when I made an infect build with Dreadhorde Arcanist just to show how overpowered the card
Oh
was.
man, like just thinking about arkan is still being formed, but it was gonna be deck though. Like
Yeah,
Infect
it
with Arc
was.
pretty dirty.
I started playing it as a joke, and it turned out to be good.
Yeah, I mean,
It was
it
so
loo- it,
weird.
it looked like very solid. I mean, basically having protections and arcanes, like yeah, definitely that
Yeah,
was a very deadly combination.
Arcanist was just good in every deck. That's what I wanted to show.
Exactly. I was
Luckily,
trying the new Arcanized Theorist from the new set. I don't know if you know the card what it's doing. It's basically for a red and colorless 2/2. And when it's attacking, you can pay a mana and you're gonna
hmm
discard a card and draw a card, and you can play the discarded card post combat. I mean,
oh,
whenever.
and that's from
This
Strixhaven, or
yeah, it's pretty interesting. I was testing it, and I found basically it's basically paying the mana. It's you cannot allow it. Even as it was pretty close to be playable.
okay, yeah, I hadn't heard about it. I mean, I'm
Yeah.
playing my own Dreadhorde Arcanist right now, Mavinda, the chicken. Maybe you've heard of it already.
Oh yeah,
It's not the same, but it's something. I think it's good in Infect. And well, I did give you my list, and you gave me yours. Of course, I have it here on screen, so it's going to be
yep.
interesting. Delver has always been a scary matchup. But I do feel like if you are once you know how to play against it, it's pretty much 50-50. That's how it feels against me, but it's very skill dependent, I think.
I mean, what I found, like, I would say, like, the majority of the format is huge about the pilots. Even despite, as I like to say, it's about the esports, like the variants, the Olympic things, like,
Yeah, definitely,
but yeah, definitely it's
definitely.
about the pilots.
I
I
agree.
agree with that.
Yeah, maybe we should just play a game, and then afterwards we can talk more in detail about how we feel
I
about the
mean,
matchup. What do you
feel
think?
free to challenge me. I am
Nice,
ready.
I will do that. Violin the
Yeah.
Creature is here in chat. Hey, welcome, Violin. He's already asking
See?
me to try and beat Delver because, well, everyone wants
Oh,
to see a
damn.
deck beat Delver right now. That's
I
my
mean, I will
experience.
try to win with Delver.
Yeah, of course. I would expect
Because
nothing less from you.
unfortunately, I think the delivery. I didn't thought the delivery gonna be that pull. I thought they were gonna be actually less dominant, but I was
Yeah,
wrong
yeah, I
again. I don't know
agree.
why.
I've talked about this a couple of times in
That's
chat now
crazy.
already, and
What
I
about?
don't know why, because it feels to me like Delver has Delver hasn't been, or how should I put this correctly? It feels to me like Delver has been much stronger in the past with Renin 6, with Oko, with Dreadhorde, and it seems to me like more people are playing Delver now than people were playing it during the Dreadhorde and
Oh my
Oko.
god, that's why just thinking about it. It's kind of crazy.
Yeah, and I don't understand why. Don't get me wrong, the deck's good.
And
I'm
it's,
not denying that, but
I think it's even playing more people than with the Gitaxan Probe Grixis
yeah.
Delver, which is even more scary.
Maybe
I
what
feel
I
like
think is that we see
I cannot know why. I can
maybe
like
because we see an online meta, and since there's no longer a lot of paper tournaments online, everyone just plays whatever they want.
I
No,
I'm
that's
wrong.
I
After when
mean,
you finish it, my thought about it. Why I think it's like the meta is like that crazy right now.
yeah, I was gonna say that online people also just play the best deck, and maybe that's why. But I'm spitballing. I don't actually know. I have no idea.
That's one of the things. So basically, my thought on this, people was trying basically like a lot of free colors, mid ranges, combos, and everybody was like struggling. And I think they couldn't have better win it than like I would say 55 to 60%, which was very frustrating to them. And afterwards, like going back to Delver and like getting the 64, the sweet like over 60% win rates. And I think that's what we dealing with. Despite I
It's
thought,
possible.
as you said, like losing the very good win cons from Delver, the cards like the new cards we're dealing with, like Teferi, Hull Breacher, Narset, or like Uro, gonna stop it, but no, looks like the Days Wasteland still dominating.
And I also Control is just gone, and I don't see why. If you look at the Mana Traders event, where I think it was the Brazilian player, but his name escapes me now. I don't remember, but Anzit,
Stefano, I know.
Stefano, indeed, Stefano. He created a control list, which I expected something like this would turn up, and I think that this kind of deck normally it should just crush Delver, right? But it's not happening. Maybe I'm mistaken. Maybe I'm over evaluating this.
The deck is new. Anzit took the deck for trying into the change, and he immediately top 4. Even despite I thought that they're gonna be unplayable with the abundant growth, which is not even.
That's quite hilarious.
I think it's because just having like the best custom colors and like being a little bit clunky with the mana setuping is probably still fine and working somehow.
I guess so.
I need to try to take by myself. I mean, I'm like kind of confused, but he top 4. I mean, he's a great player, so no.
That's definitely important. Anyway, I think we agree in the fact that we are seeing too much Delver or we're seeing more Delver than we both expected. That's something that I've been hearing a lot.
I'm kind of worried. Despite I love Delver, even I love Delver and wanna play Delver like a lot. I wanna, if it's gonna be that dominate, maybe the Legacy calling for some huge like a huge shake off again. But I think it's still
maybe. But I just think people overvaluate Delver right now. That's maybe my personal opinion. But don't get me wrong, the deck's strong, but it's not as strong as it used to be. But that's how I feel. And now, well, I did make this build to just beat Delver.
Definitely
sorry,
I mean, I'm also like when I'm basically tinkering lately, I'm always trying to having at least a decent matchup against Delver or not being super behind.
Definitely, you need that. Of course, I do need to now. I said that I created this to try and beat Delver, so let's hope I don't get crushed.
I'm kind of curious. I'm having actually here very decent hand.
Okay.
So I'm gonna be keeping it.
Yeah, my hand's fine too. By the way, Ben, thanks for the follow. Cheers, appreciate it. So I'm just gonna start by playing a Ponder. By the way, for everyone watching, I do want to note that we know each other's deck lists, so I know Arkens knows mine, and we will play as if we know what we are playing against. So quickly,
I'm very happy to see the Tropical and not seeing the turn 1 play like Noble Hera. It's definitely always such a relief for me as a Delver player.
Yeah, and that's funny because I have the same thing when you turn 1 Ponder and not play turn 1
Delver. Yeah, like this seems like when I'm playing Delver Mirror, like when I'm seeing Ponder and not like Delver. But I mean, Delver have kind of like limited turn 1s as your Infect. You have like extra 4 like from the Elf, Western Elf. Which is
true.
Pretty strong. So I'm gonna be leading with Delver here. As people could expect, Delver likes to leading with the Delver.
Indeed. So we saw the Delver. No surprises there. I think I'm just gonna play Nexus.
But if even you started like pretty early with Magic, what is your like favorite basic lands arts?
Ooh, my favorite basic land arts. That's a good question. That's a very good question.
What do you use in your decks when you play?
I have alternative artworks. I'm not a big foil fan, but I do love sending cards to artists who make their own drawing of it. So my forest has a custom-made painting. But otherwise, I think I do like all the forests, so unhinged, etc. Everything with an before them, the full art. I do like those.
Oh yeah, unhinged are definitely pretty cool, and the foil one's spiking a lot. I mean, the foil unhinged.
I don't really follow up the prizes.
I mean, not only this, everything's spiking.
Yeah, that's true. If you keep it long enough. It's so funny you mentioned this. Did you know I actually I have a Commander Legends booster box right here, and so the funny thing is, and the funny thing is, I actually just bought it from a friend. He said, "Okay, I'm going to buy one. Do you want one?" I was like, "Yeah, sure, man." And I wanted to crack it open, and then it was in the time when we could still steep people because of COVID, and then I bought it, and then I haven't seen my friend in like half a year, and he gave it to me last week. And I saw the prices, and they have gone up insanely. And I was like, maybe I should just.
These two products are.
Yeah.
But the booster boxes are even. Basically, it's out of reach of normal people. Even if you have decent income in like good work, getting sealed booster boxes, like for example, Urza Saga, it's like I think over 5K. Like
So
not
I was
like
thinking
you-
maybe I should just... Actually, I'm going to leave it on the shelf. I'm not going to open it.
Yeah, don't open. I mean, you never know. Maybe in a couple of years, your kid's gonna be after like saying, "Dad, what is this?" And you
Yeah.
say,
And he's going to say, this is going to pay your college money. That's what I'm going to tell them.
That would be a super cool story.
Definitive,
so
hey
I-
man, welcome. Definitive
So
says
I'm
hello
not
from
gonna be,
Portugal.
even I would have brainstorm. I usually don't like brainstorming in this spot, so
Mm.
I'm gonna just reveal. But unfortunately,
Agree.
I'm not flipping.
No, I agree. I think it's...
Oh.
When my opponent does that, brainstorm in the upkeep.
I'm gonna actually check your deck list and
Yep.
see if you have Wasteland in your list.
I do not have Wasteland anymore.
Okay, thanks. So now it's actually pretty easy. So I'm gonna be getting Volcanic then.
Mm-hmm.
I think I would get the Mountain here because I found it was not common but not rare as well. Something in the middle, the one Wasteland. I sometimes get Wastelanded by Infect players.
Yeah, I think most Infect players do play a Wasteland. I've only recently started cutting it, and it's been fine. I haven't missed
I'm gonna
it.
play the Sprite Dragon, and now I have like pretty hard question if I want to be attacking with, but I think I will rather being safe and honest send the Delver. Even it seems kind of coward. Like I'm not coward, people know. I like to be aggressive, but I feel like this time it's good to be safe.
You shouldn't say coward. You should say I'm gonna play it safe. That's what I always say.
Oh, I mean, yeah, that's probably more fair answer.
Okay, I'm gonna play my new favorite pet card, the chicken, as I've named him, even though it's
I would call it KFC.
That's also fine. Next time, I'm gonna name my deck KFC Aggro. That's also
Yeah,
a good thing.
KFC Infect, like there you go.
So far, my current list is called Poultry Pump. That's a good one too.
Oh, good one.
Yeah, someone in chat named it. I had the first time I played Mavinda was like a week or maybe 2 weeks ago, and I said, okay guys, I need a new name for our deck. And I had so many good options, and Poultry
Oh
Pump
my
was
God,
the winner.
that's pretty cool. It's like a Snapcaster Mage.
Yeah, but only for Infect, and only for pump spells.
I feel like I wanna try to take a fight here. I'm gonna start with the days. Let's see how we're gonna respond on this. Oh, so you kind of wanted it badly when Force of Veiling, okay. I feel like I will let it go. So yeah, you have the chicken.
Okay,
Even
good stuff.
I'm not super happy, but I guess sometimes you have to say you lose the battle,
Yeah.
but not the war.
I was hoping you didn't have days. I do feel value Mavinda pretty high. Hey, Game Boy Kim, thanks very much, man. Cheers.
So now I have a very interesting question. I will kind of open my hand so Chen knows. I basically can brainstorm and trying to shuffle, but I kind of wanna also Wasteland and don't shuffle this turn. So I think I just wanna go for the card selection with Ponder. And I know you don't have days. It makes sense, right? Because you forced.
Yeah, it's
So I
not
don't
impossible, but
remember.
if it would be very weird for me to not use days last turn.
So I at least but that's a pretty good. I need to say Delver gonna hopefully win.
Yeah, okay, I'm gonna try and prevent
I'm
that.
very strong draw, unfortunately, for the fans of the Infect.
A lot of fans here. I'm hoping so.
I'm gonna go just to try to grill the chicken.
I'm not gonna let you grill my chicken, so I'm gonna try and oh man, I don't even know. I'm gonna try and prevent my chicken from getting roasted.
I need to fight over it more.
Interesting. Okay.
Oh, that was tight, but I think if I lose the fight, it would be pretty close. And now again, I'm gonna be playing as you teach me. I'm gonna be playing safe. I'm gonna be like this. Despite I know you don't have another Invigorate, I feel like it's still possible to die. If you have like Berserk and top deck another Invigorate.
But you can just block with a Delver, right?
Yeah, but if you have Berserk, would I die? Actually, probably not. Maybe I was supposed to attack with Delver here. Yeah.
If I just attack and Invigorate Berserk, that would be 10. But right now you can block with Delver, so that
you
wouldn't
would
work.
have. You would need to basically. Yeah, I don't think actually I could die from here. Okay, maybe you're right. Maybe. Yeah.
Well, if you attack with Delver, then you could have died.
That's still safe to don't attack. I meant, yeah. Maybe that's still safer. My board is looking very good.
Yeah, that's
Like,
true.
I won the fight over chicken, and now I have very, very big.
It just shows you the chicken. It's all about the chicken. That's all I rely on.
I think I'm gonna play the Wasteland pre-combat.
Yeah. Floortje, thanks for the follow.
Now it's actually pretty interesting. I still think I'm gonna be playing safe. I feel like when I won the battle, I feel like really safe about my game right now. I feel really good. It's pretty hard to imagine. Probably, I don't know. Probably you will need to like drop Brainstorm, I feel like, to get back.
Yeah, I'm in trouble. Especially with the Wasteland too.
And I'm gonna even put more fire.
Mm-hmm.
And speaking of the fire, I mean, the young Pile Monster likes to play with the fire.
That's true. Okay, I did draw Brainstorm.
Oh, there's a Brainstorm I was talking. Like it would be pretty like good chance for you to get back maybe.
Indeed.
But it is still require something.
Okay. So we have one card in hand.
That's correct.
So, this is a difficult one.
So what you can draw possibly, like probably, you need to next time blocking the Sprite Dragon, and me not having board and also play on base on it. It's definitely a lot of stuff you need to deal with.
That is true. I think. Damn. This is difficult. If I could keep one card more, maybe I could do something, but...
Oh, damn. But I mean, Magic is always about one life,
yeah, indeed.
one card,
indeed.
And one turn.
It's always about the one card. And that's, but maybe that's true in our matchup specifically. It very often feels to me like, okay, I'm gonna win this turn, or you win the turn afterwards. That's very often the case.
It's kind of reminding me if I'm playing Double Mirror, because whenever you mulligan, the one card matters a lot in this matchup.
Definitely.
Because we're not playing like anything like. I mean, you're playing combo, but if you're playing like you play based combo with creatures.
Yeah, I can also just play aggro sometimes. Why I love this deck is you can basically play everything you want.
But now I don't know how you're gonna survive.
I'm gonna try.
The baseline. Yeah, I will see. Actually, can you have something? Maybe. I wanna play fetch land and send a team, I mean. So I wanna see how you play around the wasteland here. I guess I'm gonna try to crit in when it's. I don't know. I don't know if it matters.
Like... I was just bluffing.
Oh yeah.
I'm dead. So my brainstorm was Blighted Agents and a fetch land, and I was like, if I didn't have stupid Savannah, then maybe I could have played a Blighted Agent and maybe survived the turn. But
I mean, people making jokes when seeing Taiga or Savannah or Plata in some decks.
Indeed. Yeah, I was fighting over Mavinda. That was very important, but you drawing the Force Will was that was unfortunate for me.
So I'm gonna be bringing in this matchup when we see the deals, I can like tell to the chat. I'm bringing Submerges definitely, Blazing Volleys, and Pyroblasts and Upgrades. So I'm pretty loaded.
So Blazing Volleys, those are definitely coming in.
Faster Storm, I think it's fine to bring.
Submerge is very good against me. That is just so scary. So Blazing Volleys, Submerge, Upgrade.
You don't play Green Sun Zenith, so I don't need to bring the Cage.
Would you, if I play one Green Sun Zenith, would you bring in Cage? Is that worth it?
No, against one, I think no.
I don't think I've played Zenith before, but I've never played more than one.
Oh, interesting. I mean, the one is like an interesting spot, and I'm gonna be cutting. Even if playing Daisies, I think I might cut the Basing Mountain. I like to be greedy in these matchups.
We need the greed. I'm gonna be greedy as well, so that's nice. Ben, thanks, man. Cheers. Thanks for the party. I'm gonna.
Good in this matchup though. I don't know what to cut.
What?
I think I'm gonna cut the two names. Theirs seems like slow on the draw.
Can't help you with what to cut, honestly. The deck is so tight that I'm honestly not sure.
I need to refresh my memory, but I think I'm gonna be good. So I'm cutting so far True Names and the Mountain.
True Name, Mountain. Makes sense. And bring in Volley, Submerge, Abrade, and potentially Flusterstorm.
No, it's kind of unclear. I feel like the Expressive is also too. I don't think I need the late card advantage. I'm gonna cut the Expressives. 5 Force of Wills. Even it seems kind of good, but I feel like it's could be okay. But actually, now I give you the. I don't know if you would expect it. Maybe I would. Now, this I shouldn't say though.
I'm gonna say you my sideboarding as well, so that's
Okay.
fine. I can quickly tell you
because,
if you want.
Yeah, I shouldn't say that before, but I mean, you would probably imagine how I'm boarding anyways. Because
Pretty much all your removal, that's for sure. So
you know how this matchup goes.
Exactly. I bring in my swords, Meekstone, Absolute Law.
Oh,
they
the
are there
Meekstone is pretty
specifically.
dirty.
Sorry?
The mix-up is pretty dirty. I hope
It's specifically for this matchup. I've been trying it out. It has been insane. It's it's disgusting, really. If it resolves, the only thing I have to worry about is Young Pyromancer. And I'm playing 4 swords now in the sideboard too, which is a lot.
Oh yeah, that's definitely can be factor. Maybe that's why I should maybe consider skip the true name, but I don't think it's. Yeah, I will try this
against blue-red. Because you have Submerge in the sideboard, you also have the Brazen Borrower. I do like Veil of Summer.
Oh yeah, Veil of Summer is definitely. I don't know if it was like catching my streams, but I'm always like salty about because like most salty I'm about Veil, Shepherd, and after followed by Counterbalance and cards like Governor Vile.
That makes sense.
Shepherd is like pushed so much. I don't know why people not.
It's insane,
the card.
Dude. It's insane.
Yeah.
So my hand is busted, but I do not have a land, so I have to mulligan. That's really unfortunate. My hand is
I have very
insane.
close hand, but I feel like I'm gonna risk it because I usually keeping this hand when I know the hand is very good and missing something, and I know I'm up a game. If I'm down a game and playing, that would be harder. So let me see if I would be down a game. I still think I would keep it, but it's very close. I'm keeping it.
Bookish Man, Golgari Infect, spicy. I'm not playing Golgari Infect right now, but maybe you've seen one of my lists. I'm trying out a Golgari Legacy Infect brew. Yeah, it's not done yet, but maybe, who knows? Maybe this is for a stream in the future. So what do we put on the bottom?
So you're going to 6. You're keeping 6. You're saying. Okay.
I think it's gonna be.
I mean, I want to have like fight. I don't want to like winning by mulliganing to dev. Definitely. That what I would not wish for. I mean, even I like to win. I mean, even when I'm playing board games.
If it was a challenge, then it would be okay.
Yeah, I mean, in challenge, I would say, sorry, Fenruscloud, unlucky.
Yeah, indeed, but I'll take it.
I take your money.
Yeah, indeed. Exactly. Jobex asks me, how necessary are the 2 Savannahs? It's not, you don't need them. It's actually the second time I'm playing 2 Savannahs right now, my man. But that's because I'm playing 2 Mavindas in the main. If you watch at my sideboard, I'm very heavily into white. And because Delver is everywhere right now, I found that sometimes if they just wasteland your Savannah, you could be in trouble when you're stuck with like 2 swords in your hand. So I'm trying out Savannahs, and I haven't missed the Pendelhaven all that much because I'm no longer playing crop rotation. I also have Mavinda where Pendelhaven doesn't work, so I'm happy with it. But you don't really need them if you don't have them. That's probably the main.
And do you know, Fenris, what you should maybe try with the chicken?
Yeah.
Maybe the Caracas could like saving the KFC a lot.
That's true, but my mana is already so tight.
Yeah.
And I'm not sure if I can find a room for it.
I'm gonna be leading with the Pink Sky Island, and I'm gonna be leading with the Delver again.
Okay, good start. Caracas is good against me now because I'm playing Mavinda too. Okay, it's fine. So I can present 2 threats. That's always good.
Oh, that's very good actually. Now I hope I will draw something what I need, but I'm not gonna be saying that because it would give you a tells how to play.
I was gonna say I'm afraid of Blazing Volley now. That's probably what you meant.
Yeah,
but
I can maybe tell later what I meant.
Okay,
but Blazing Volley would be good.
I was gonna say that I really don't like playing around Blazing Volley too much. If you have it, sure, it's gonna destroy me. But I don't want to play around it too much because you also play Fork Bolt, which is basically the same in this situation. So
I'm sometimes also like choosing like these lines, like for example, me as a Delver player playing against Miracles, I know I need to give them like, for example, they have like Supreme Verdict in the hands, and I can like play second creature and they're missing white. So I'm gonna count they have 40% to draw land, but I'm gonna kill them in 2 turns.
Yeah.
I always like hate this decision, but sometimes it's correct. But when they draw it, like it's very frustrating. But sometimes you have to go for these odds.
Exactly.
Like,
you have to know your role, and you're not gonna win by giving them more time.
By playing slowly, but I'm drawing the perfect card. So basically, I needed the red mana, and I have the Blazing Wood in hand, but you didn't know it.
Okay.
I was missing the red mana. I kept like kind of not greedy, but I have like counted anyways. But it would open me my stuff like to getting days, for example.
Okay, so we do see the Blazing Volley. So, yeah, sucks. Nothing I can do about it.
Oh,
let's just...
it's resolving. No Forcible or Flusterstone. Okay, that's good.
I still have this one in my hand, though.
Yeah, I do definitely still have cards. I guess I attack because anyways, the Lazy Delver not being flipped I can just send him to the red zone and pass.
Let's see.
Okay, fetch is resolving.
Should I get Savannah here?
That's a good question with the Savannah.
Yeah, I think I do want to get it, because if you can get rid of this noble, I do want to have access to white.
Oh, maybe I was supposed to be more greedy with the volley.
No, I was not playing the noble to check if you had Blazing Volley.
Okay.
Because I was like, I can just play the Blazing Volley next turn. And I was like, if you have Blazing Volley, you would probably just use it to cash in 2 creatures, which is why I didn't want to. No?
You activating the Nexus, that's fair.
Yeah. I know this is free, because you don't have red mana right now. You could Submerge, but that's probably not going to happen unless I use pump spells.
Submerge would be... I don't know if I would Submerge if I Submerge. Probably not. So I want to be now trying to use my mana effectively, so I'm going to use the Brainstorm here. Because this matchup is a lot about tempo, not about the card quality.
I think I want to Daze here.
Oh, that's actually pretty smart with the Delver. And also, you know the Daze will not be dead soon.
Indeed. So it serves 2 purposes. Delver doesn't flip, and it means that I can cash in the days, which could be bad in the future, and I can take back the Tropical.
Oh, I'm not flipping Delver, which definitely paid off.
Okay, that's good.
So I feel like I'm gonna be now trying to go for the Devastating play if it resolve, and now I'm gonna go for the Hungry Veil to try to rebuy the volley. Yep. Oh, with the resolving, that's pretty good. I guess you would need to have Force of exactly on blue card now.
Yeah, yes, I took a Tropical in my hand, so you knew that I couldn't have Force Will.
Yeah,
I can't Daze because I don't have...
I'm pretty safe before the Daze.
Exactly. And I also have Savannah, so I couldn't Daze because that's not an island.
It's pretty good for you though, getting this Tropical maybe reshuffled, hopefully for you.
Okay, that was a good brainstorm. So I was gonna say we could be in a lot of trouble. I need this brainstorm to be good, and luckily it was.
Oh, so you probably find a plow then.
Or Meekstone maybe, who knows?
Oh,
well, you're gonna know soon enough. You're gonna know soon enough.
I'd hope for the plow and not Meekstone then.
I'm gonna put him like this. And I'm just gonna get rid of the whale. At least I'm gonna try.
Oh, it was a plow.
Yep.
I still think I made a correct play because you don't have the plow as we know.
Oh no, definitely, definitely.
It would be probably game over for you. So that plow was definitely giving you back to the game.
I agree.
So let's see if the Delver gonna flip. I don't know. The Delver is like...
He's working with me.
So I'm gonna play the Vaesen first in case you find another Daze. I'm gonna play my Drake.
Yep.
It's resolving, and now I feel like it's pretty safe too. And I'm not gonna be using the Vaesen because you have like pretty much your mana safe from the Wasteland with the Noble.
Okay, I'm just gonna pass. Brainstorm Beam, thanks for the follow, man. Cheers, appreciate it. And welcome everyone to the stream. Keep in mind that if you have any questions for me or for archetypes, feel free to spam in the chat. We will be happy to answer them for you. It can be about Infect, about Delver, or about whatever.
If you don't know me, definitely feel free, and I am glad to accept the questions.
For sure.
Okay. Oh, you pass. Okay, so let's see if the Delver flipping right now. And it doesn't. I mean, sometimes you play in like 1 mana, 1/1 abilities. That's fair.
We are both just gonna play 1/1s.
I drew another good card.
Jeez,
at least
that's scary. I'm doing
now
good.
I draw cantrip. I think I'm in good shape.
Yeah, for sure. I'm doing good, Brainstorm B. Thanks for asking. I think Ark4n is doing fine too. I don't know who you were asking to, but
Yeah, I'm doing as well. I mean, enjoying
this game.
Beer.
Are you having a beer right now?
Yeah.
Nice. Which one are you having?
It's called Pilsner, the most known Czech, the Pilsner.
Oh, I know that one. I've had it before.
It's even in NA you can be buying it from like certain stores. It's pretty cool because I feel like I'm pretty proud on this beer as a Czech from being from Czech, because I feel like this beer is insanely good.
It is quite good.
I need to try from your state though, because you told you have like few good beers.
Yeah, in Belgium, I mean, yeah, I can't complain. We have a bunch of good beers. This is it's a good country to go grab a beer. I can tell you that.
And you know when the beers are the best, because now the summer coming, and in the
That's
summer.
True. And as soon as we can get out there again, drink some bit with friends, I'm looking forward to that.
I heard the vaccines are actually working pretty well. It's like super small chance to get the COVID after being vaccinated.
Yeah,
I feel like it was maybe 6,000 get the COVID like from a few millions. So it's like a really small chance to get it.
Yeah, I agree. And I think suddenly in my country, the vaccinations have been speeding up a lot since this week. So I'm hoping that I've actually been able to check when I will get a shot.
And I will maybe get a chance. Here is like already getting the around the 60 years, the people. But hopefully it's gonna go to the 30, 40s.
Same here. I just checked when I was going to get an invite to get my vaccine, and I was going to get an invite the beginning of June. So I should be able to get one mid-June. That's when I'm probably going to get my first shot, which is quite fast. I was expecting it to be a bit later. But
I'm so hyped for playing the paper Magic and for like. Yeah. Mainly, I'm pretty happy. Like the crucial start, my parents has been vaccinated.
Oh yeah,
they are like already pretty old, so it is definitely pretty cool.
Oh yeah, and actually, this is a good segue to the question that Definitive has. He asks in chat: some people say that the Magic Fests will not happen even after the pandemic. Do you agree? Oh no, I've already seen a tweet about Magic, the Magic official Twitter account themselves, and they have already said that they are looking forward to bringing back Magic as soon as COVID is gone. So I think it will definitely come back, and I think a lot of people also want it to come back.
I feel like actually I'm gonna actually wait now for the information. I think it's actually correct. It is off. So now I have like green to go all in with everything. So I'm gonna send it.
Yeah, makes sense.
But me and like so many of my friends, like basically from my local like close cities, when it was like playing in monthly, like every month before COVID, we are like super hyped for the papers. So.
Everyone excited to play paper Magic again.
Like,
hey, Bookish Matt.
I don't like to get new sleeves, but like there's definitely like a good thing, because like getting sleeves, it means you need to sleeve your deck.
Yeah, cool. As soon as you're buying sleeves again, that means something's coming. That means good times are coming.
coming the real Magic. I mean, Magic Online is super cool. I'm so happy to be able to, because without Magic Online, I couldn't do what I like to do. It's the legacy content. Definitely, when I was at GP Bologna, it was so amazing to watch the game. Like I was like watching so many players and like trying to like so many smart players I was watching and trying to analyze it. I'm sad I didn't have the camera, but I still, unfortunately, I don't think it would be possible, because you need to like asking everybody, and I don't think you can even making the live videos on the big tournaments.
I think you can, because the finals were filmed.
Yeah, the finals was filmed, but I mean, like it would be, because we don't have the future matches, right? Like at the Bologna. So.
That's true.
So it was definitely pretty sad, because a lot of good Magic was played there. Okay, I think this is a new world record, Fenruscloud, with my Delver. But
yeah,
I mean, I'm not complaining. I'm winning anyways.
Yeah, it doesn't need to flip. Definitive. In your country, a lot of teachers get priority. Well, in my country, we as teachers, we do not get priority, which is pretty weird if you ask me. But I mean, it doesn't matter. I'm already over it. I am a teacher, yes.
Oh, by the way, what are you teaching? I don't know if I remember. If I
teach mainly biology. I'm a biologist myself.
Yeah, that's interesting.
I do think it's interesting, and I love my job too. Really, I think it's an amazing job. If you enjoy doing this, it's pretty great.
So you was like teaching like online classes, like with the COVID, I assume.
In our country, luckily, the schools were never entirely closed, but we were half. The students were half of the week they were at home, and the other week, already half of the week, they were in the class. So I was very happy that we never shut down.
We was saved like kind of from the full lockdowns.
Sorry, ark4n, can you say that again?
So the Belgian was like kind of saved from the full lockdown.
In the beginning, we had to shut down schools too. So I think they were shut down entirely for maybe a month or 2 or 3, which is something that I hated. I teach because I like interacting with my students. I really hate teaching online. It's just not what I'm into.
Despite like you have like the technologies like very quality web games and microphones.
It's true, but still, I really miss it. And actually, starting Monday, the schools are open 100% again, so I'm very excited.
That's why you like to streaming as well, and like basically learning and teaching the magic. That's pretty cool.
That would be
It's like kind of go together. Maybe you need to like does anyone from your like from the people you're teaching, is anybody start with magic, or you are not bringing it?
Funny thing here, but I think right now one of my students is in the chat, because I think Floortje here, she says he is an amazing teacher, and I do teach someone whose name is Floortje, so it's possible. Maybe it's not, but anyway. I don't even know if one of my students, if they play magic. I'm not sure. It's possible.
Now I'm gonna go for the days, because I feel like the game is kind of going my way, and it's pretty cool to eat your mana and also get the counters on my drakes. Okay. So you're obviously paying. That makes sense.
Yeah. I don't have a lot going on, honestly. Well, if the people saying that I'm a great teacher are indeed my students, then thanks everyone. It's funny because they never say this in real life, so you have to hear this in chat.
Unbelievable bad luck, Fenrus.
But you're still gonna win, so.
Yeah, I mean that's like kind of ridiculous. I've been with 2. I mean,
they don't need to.
I guess the volley was too devastating. That was very, very good for me.
Nice.
So yeah, I'm gonna send the team, and you are like kind of forced to double jump. If you don't have like sword or something.
Yeah, I mean I have to, so let's just do that.
I mean, I have nothing. I would definitely cast it to be able to present the lethal.
I do think I'm still gonna lose here, but.
Oh, you have something. Yeah, you have some pump, I believe, or not? Okay, there was maybe just a misclick then. Okay, I'm gonna pass because I mean.
Yeah, we are
very dead. I have nothing in my hand.
I can safely say that I didn't do anything this game. That's how it felt to me.
Also, but I mean, the Sprite Dragons did the job. I mean, I guess I got the Sprite Dragons, which are very good for killing.
That's true. That is definitely true. That was a very weird game.
Yeah.
Nice. Okay, good stuff though. Let's see. Let's quickly watch chat because I've been ignoring you guys for a bit. GP Bologna. I was actually there myself too, ark4n, but that was before I started streaming. Before I had actually.
Before I miss you. I have that very good memorized for people face, but I guess it was like not like really going to the group of people and like talking, because I'm pretty sure I would remember you.
Yeah, but the thing is, GP Bologna was in 2018, right?
Yeah.
I started streaming after my.
Yeah, I know, but still, like I would remember. But I guess like it was like over 2,000 people, so I guess like it's kind of impossible to remember your face.
Yeah, that's true. The only thing what people usually remember is my hair, because I have curls, and that's not something that a lot of people have.
Like, actually pretty cool, like pretty good looking. Yeah.
Oh, thank you very much. But I mean, there's so many people there, and I also, it was, what can I say? It was just too big, so many people, and there was indeed 1,600 people there, so I can't imagine them not bringing back a Legacy GP, and for sure, if there is a new Legacy GP in Europe, I mean, we're gonna have a beer together, right?
I can say that, Fenrus. I don't know if you know, but I was super mad. They made bannings few days before Bologna, which is pretty crazy.
That's true.
Even it's something busted, right? Because I spent 3 weeks of testing.
Mm-hmm.
And they made banning brand was like, but they should ban it like the few weeks before Bologna or after the Bologna, after the even more dominates. But yeah, that was crazy. But I still was playing like the side events and like enjoying the time. Italian food was great, and I met so many people. So definitely,
Yeah, I had a lot
GP
of fun
Bologna was
too. I had a lot of fun. It was amazing.
I have good memories for him. Many photos and some videos. Very, very good
Exactly.
fun.
We have a question, ark4n. I want to first answer Brainstorm B. I do like my students. They're all great kids, and usually they're pretty interested in what I teach them.
I mean,
so,
even if you hate somebody, don't tell that lie.
Yeah. What am I going to say? I hate my students? No. My hands are tied here.
I'm C- because I just hate this person. I just hate this kid. I mean, he's so annoying. And
that would be
so
hilarious. Maybe I should, imagine me going, well, I love all my students except the following, and then I give some names. That would be weird. No, I'm joking. All of my students are pretty great. I have a great school too.
Like even like hate some like attitude, you need to like trying to change the kids, right? So.
Definitely. Bookish Matt has a question for you, ark4n. He asks, you played around Meekstone very well. Was that purposeful or was it just, well, just random?
Unfortunately, even I actually forgot about the Meekstone kinda. It was actually an interesting question. I feel like I didn't play around because my draw was just too bad. I don't know if I would draw. I mean, if I draw like brainstormers and balls, I think it would be definitely interesting. But that would be interesting. But I feel I didn't play around it because I couldn't even think about it because I just drew lands. But it was enough.
The Delvers, they refused to flip.
I didn't flip Delver for the 6 turns. So. Pretty bizarre.
Maybe we should talk a bit about the matchup, how we feel right now and how we feel about the past. I think that's going to be interesting. Do you want to start, ark4n, or do you want me to start?
You can start and I can like maybe follow. So you can maybe open your deck list.
That's fine. That's fine.
Yeah.
So from the side of Infect, the matchup against Delver usually follows how broken the meta is. That's how it has felt to me in the past, at least. Usually, if the meta is healthy, then the matchups feels about 50-50 for Infect. And I think right now the matchup feels 50-50. When has the matchup been extremely bad? Back when Renin 6 was printed, then it was disgusting, the matchup. There was, you just had, like, the odds were 70% for Delver, 30 for Infect. And when Dreadhorde was everywhere and Oko were everywhere too, the matchup was very difficult as well. But especially Dreadhorde, not so much Oko. We could play around Oko, but not so much around Dreadhorde. So I think right now I feel the matchup is very 50-50, and that says something about the health of the format. That's how I generally feel.
Yeah, I have the same feeling. I feel like, I feel like overall, like, I don't want to like be cocky because I know like only few people playing Infect well, and I'm usually not losing to Infect. Only when I'm losing to like unknown Infect player, it's many times me being not safe. Don't want to say the coward, but yeah, when I'm playing against you, I feel like it's definitely close. Depends on your opponent list because I'm meeting some.
But I 100% agree with you. I think what you're saying here is that it's very skill dependent. And I agree. If I play against a newer Delver player, I can just crush them because they don't really know what's going on. And the same probably counts for when you're playing against a new Infect player. You need in this matchup particularly, skill is very, very important. You need to know what your opponent can have and what you need to play around.
I definitely adding a lot of also poker terminology into Magic. More in paper though. Like I'm trying to get the reads from my opponents, how they are nervous and they're shaking like when they're drawing cards. But I mean, not like when I'm like playing on the local game store. I mean, I'm not tryharding that much. Like even as I said, I'm like a person who likes always wins.
Yeah, of course, everyone likes to win.
I'm definitely not that hard on my local countrymen. I mean, we're playing like sometimes drinking beers even in the local game stores. So definitely. I mean, when I lose, I'm like feel bitter, but it's definitely not even compatible when I'm like losing on Magic Online. When I'm like, it's definitely the sword is more visible.
Yeah, that's true. I can imagine. Let's see. I've got a question from Bookish Matt. Has Forked Bolt forced you into the longer game? Thus more swords, or is just creature quality with more flies clogging the field? I think you answered the question a little bit, Bookish Matt, but in recent years we have seen the power shifting towards creatures. This is something that apparently Wizards has adopted because the recent things that have been printed have all been powerful on the creatures. Like Dreadhorde is very powerful. We have the Whale right now, like Brazen Borrower, the Mavinda right now, and I think this is going to be a theme. The power level is now on creatures, and this is why I really love having 4 swords. I didn't even mention the elf, the Allosaurus Shepherd, but that's another one. If they have elf, it's just game over. So you need to have something to get rid of it. And swords is just so good, especially in Infect, because we don't care about the life total. If we swords a merit lage token, yeah, sure, you can gain. If you gain 1 million life, I couldn't even care. I'm still gonna kill you with 2 spells. So this is why I really love swords in Infect. So yeah, that's the answer. I'm not gonna teach magic in class. Maybe if I finish the school year and I have nothing to do, maybe I can teach magic. Maybe maybe that's it. Would be interesting.
I definitely like a lot. Fenruscloud, your take like basically you adding swords into Infect because gaining life is not issue for Infect. So it's like kind of smart thinking.
I try to be smart from time to time. Okay, what do you think? Maybe we should play another game.
I mean, we can like play a game, and maybe after we can maybe also like talk about Infect and about metagame if you wanna, or like
sure.
Challenge me, I'm ready.
Let's see if I can win one at least. I felt like last game was really.
As I said, I love to winning, so I'm not like let you easy that.
I'm gonna try and I like winning too. I felt like the last match was a bit weird. I didn't feel like I did a lot.
I know. I mean, I'm probably only one of the few is like very like competitive. I mean, it's definitely not good, but I also like always making my academy teaching magic classes, like trying to always answer. But I'm like definitely not that like chill as you, for example.
Oh, it depends. If I'm playing leagues, then I'm pretty chill. But if you ever meet me in real life, I mean, when I'm playing here, I always chat. I have a beer. I have a good time. I chat I talk with my chat.
I'm gonna meet you. I'm definitely planning with my friends, like driving with car to some. I hope somebody. I don't know, like who gonna take it. Like gonna make like it was like always in France, like the big eternal tournaments. I hope it's gonna be something like made, and at least we're gonna have like at least like 200 people event. That would be super cool.
Yeah, Magic Card probably.
Like maybe like 2 times per year. I think it would be pretty fine, even for the working people. Like
exactly.
2 times per year.
What I meant is when I'm playing in real life, I'm a completely different guy. I'm dead focused.
I mean, I'm also like a little bit different, honestly.
I mean, when I'm playing, when outside of the games, we can chat, we can banter. But when I'm playing a game in real life, I don't talk at all. I'm in the zone, and you just need to leave me alone, and I'm focused. So it's a totally different thing in real life tournaments and online. That's a thing that I've noticed about myself.
I'm having in real life. For example, sometimes I miss some triggers because I'm not used to. But some people was like, I don't want to be naming, but they was thinking like I'm trying to like not cheat, but like I shouldn't be forgetting about it. But it's kind of hard to like more even in the hot months, like in summer, playing paper magic in hot summer is doing for me big problems for me. I need to work on
in general. Paper magic is. I think
so hard.
Paper magic is much harder than playing online because you still play with a program. I can't tell you how many times...
You basically need to be watching everything differently than on one screen.
Yeah. I can't tell you how many times I won through a resolved Chalice of the Void. You can just ignore it. If you just don't play a spell for 1 or 2 turns and you brainstorm at the end of turn, 50% chance it's going to resolve. That's not going to happen online.
Definitely the paper magic brings like so many different elements in Magic Online, but Magic Online like also like have for example, I like on Magic Online honestly the chess clock. I
100% agree. Yeah,
it's so I don't know like calling like slow people like some rude, like they definitely play like 99% slow people just are slow, but some like 1% is definitely abusing it in paper, and I hate it. And you cannot even do anything because they still have the time for it.
Yeah, you could call a judge, but then you kind of look like a dick.
But if they're like it's close, but still you cannot call it because they have the time.
It's true.
Even you're doing it on purpose. So it's annoying.
Agreed.
So I love the chess clock on Magic Online. You just need to care about your clock, and I already said that sometimes I love playing fast chess. I mean, like in Magic, I love playing under pressure time. And
I agree.
I'm usually winning this, which is like pretty good to learn.
Evil Zone, thanks for the follow, cheers. I have a very bad hand, so I'm gonna mulligan.
Okay. Oh, you already... I think you mulliganed for the second time in this so far.
Yeah.
Okay.
It happens. It happens.
Yeah, it happens a lot. I mean, mulliganing is part of the magic.
Indeed. This hand's fine. I'm gonna keep.
I was kind of like skeptical about the London mulligan. I was super worried about like combo decks, but when
Me
I
too. But it's been amazing if you ask me.
yeah, but when I was like testing it, it's not a big problem. It's definitely like helping the combo decks, but the combo decks are anyways not beating days.
No, I think the thing what people forgot and or didn't see, and the same was for me, that if sure you can play combo decks and you can mulligan towards your combo, but your opponent can also mulligan towards a force will. So I think it's kind of
kind of mind games as well.
Indeed.
I, for example, lost yesterday against with my Baka Reclaimer Delver against Oops or spells, and you can feel the salt. I feel like the matchup is maybe even over 90-10, and I lost it because game 1 I didn't have force, and game 2 I actually did I make a no? I don't think I made a pan, but they had like really good. I moved to 6 and I had only toad size, and they had like really good hand to like recover from toad size. It was very interesting, and that's like the nice of Magic. It's like poker. Even if 5% or like need one top, you can win.
Agreed.
So you should never concede. You should be always like you should find in yourself the faith and spirit to your deck, basically to
even if you have a disgustingly bad matchup, you could still win.
You can still like need to be positive. Like sometimes like concede the games when you like playing leagues, but it's like good habit in my opinion to don't concede.
Agreed. Very much agreed.
So I have here interesting, but I'm not gonna be doing anything actually. I'm just gonna take a draw, which is interesting. I'm gonna tell you, but I had a brainstorm, but I will after tell you more what I had. It was a very interesting brainstorm, maybe. So I'm gonna like a double vault because we know decklist and you don't have wasteland, so it's pretty safe for me. And I can say that Verdant Catacombs not having Ponder or Noble, or it's probably not. I mean, I guess you can have like turn to explosives with a lot of protections, like the agent. So, but I believe that your hand is not like perfect. I would say.
Makes sense to evaluate it that way.
You don't have even Ponder. Ponder would make at least better turn 2 for the future for you.
I am just going to play a threat now. We both have a threat.
I have here an interesting spot. I feel like if I had, now that's actually very interesting. Oh wow, it's actually very interesting if I should.
By the way, guys, if you want to see the deck list of ark4n, you can hover over to the left side of the screen. You should be able to see the cardboard live pop up over there, and you can see all the cards that ark4n is playing.
Actually, now I need to take maybe 30 seconds of thinking.
Go ahead.
Tell about this game a lot this turn.
So what are you thinking? Maybe you can run the chat through your thought process in this very specific spot.
I mean, I can like maybe. I mean, I can say it, but it would. I guess I can say it after. I'm gonna remember that.
Okay.
So I'm gonna actually let it resolve, which is, can be crazy, but I'm gonna let it resolve.
Okay, so it resolves. So my thoughts here are we're probably gonna have a fight now. That's what I think.
Maybe I will brainstorm.
Okay.
I will see what the brainstorm, the brain gains you're gonna bring. Oh, that's interesting.
You have a question, by the way, ark4n. Bookish Matt asks you, expressive iteration looks like the real deal. Is that a keeper for you, or are you still testing it?
Basically, after me playing it, I saw a lot of people was trying the Delvers, like even 4 copies, and even my friend who is like who's like paying the exclusive stuffs from Channel Fireball, he said it was made about the Blue Red video about my list. I mean, I wasn't mentioning it. I mean, I don't care. Like, I didn't find. I didn't make atomic bomb, right? Like adding expressives into Delver. But I was trying it. My rational friend was telling me the card is bad, but I'm trying 2 copies now, and it feels the sweet spot. And definitely, I found few matchups when it's not impressive, but the more matchup is definitely very strong additional over preordain for me.
You should always try stuff out, dude. I was trying out Mavin as a joke at first, and I don't think I'm going to be able to cut it from the deck. in the near
Basically,
future.
being a half blue and card selective, card advantage in Legacy for a few mana. It's pretty tempting, pretty pretty appealing to be playing. So I'm gonna actually do this. I'm gonna be finding a very interesting line here. Let's see if it's correct.
Wasteland. That's scary.
I'm gonna try to let you the agent and untap it with you.
This is interesting. I was not expecting that.
Yeah, me as well, but I need to try it. I don't have like much other options.
I mean, yeah, I'm just gonna go for it. I mean, I'm not gonna get a better position than this. Let's see. We're down to the fight.
Unfortunately, I need to take a fight. And I'm gonna be pitching very good card, which is Veil, unfortunately.
Okay. I'm gonna fight back here.
Yeah, that makes sense, because you know I don't have Bolt.
You could, if you have Bolt, that would be like my super huge mind games. It's not impossible, but this signals to me that you don't have anything left, or maybe a cantrip. That's what I think. All creatures, you know.
I'm gonna be here. I don't think you have Invigorate Berserk, I think. So I don't know if it's correct, but I'm gonna pitch Daisy here.
Okay, so one card in hand.
So it resolve, okay.
So this is a fine exchange by me. So you've got rid of 4 cards. I've gotten rid of 3.
So basically, I wanna after this game, I'm gonna finish my. It was very hard for me how I should play. If I should be defensive in your turn, or if I should fight over the agent and being in very bad spot if you have days into force. Okay. So I'm gonna be pondering again.
Okay.
Oh, and that's pretty good here. I'm gonna play like this. I'm gonna play the Vaesen first. I'm gonna see if the board resolves. I find a board here. But
yeah,
I found it now. I didn't find it with my previous cantrips.
Yeah, and I was hoping that was the only card that I didn't want to see, because I was really hoping that I could just preserve this Invigorate.
Oh, that was pretty smart by you, not using it.
No, I knew that the game is going to come down to, you know, me being able to find PAM spells with the agent, because if you can get rid of agent, the game is just game over. If you attack twice, it's just yeah. It's just
so basically my thoughts was I was tapped out and I could fight a bit force over agent. I have cantrips. I thought I'm gonna keep the agent in the play, and I'm gonna try to find with cantrips a board, and I didn't find it. So I thought I need to basically my only option is fighting over the palm spells, which is like not the best place to be, but it was my only option here. And I also need to like figure it out with the pocket terminology, how many daisies you have and how many daisies you think I can have, and if you put me on ball.
I needed a PAM spell here. Fortunately, didn't find it.
And unfortunately, I needed to keep the bench, despite I have 2 lands on top, by the way.
Oh, okay, you know it's on top.
Yeah.
So, PAM spell here, come on.
But I mean, I'm gonna play because I'm gonna fetch. Oh,
damn.
Is there?
No, I'm dead.
Oh, okay. I mean, we're going to see, but it was a very close game. I mean, it was one.
Yeah, it was. If you didn't find the lightning bolt there, I would have won because I have another Invigorate in hand.
Oh, wow.
So I was like, the idea was I wanted to scale up, and this is why I was happy about the way it went, because I knew, okay, next turn I have attacked once with the agent, put you to 1, but I wanted to have both Invigorates because it's possible that you decide to, if I Invigorate, then you bolt, and then I Invigorate again. A lot of players do that, and that would have been an entirely different game.
I definitely learned you need to be playing sometimes your kill spells as information sorcery play against Infect.
Definitely, that's always a good idea.
Try to like find some information from the Infect opponent.
Information.
I don't want to say like I almost said infected opponent, but it would be like.
Hey, Batosai, welcome. Batosai says hi to us both.
Oh, welcome. I mean, welcome everybody joining Fenrus. I'm pretty happy to Fenrus invite me for his show. I'm happy to be here, and I'm happy, guys, you enjoying it. I hope. I mean, I'm enjoying it.
I'm enjoying it,
Fenrus.
especially last game. That was I felt it was really close.
Yeah, definitely. I'm gonna be doing the same sideboarding. I kind of like it from the previous.
Yeah, I'm gonna do the same as well. Bent, you are very welcome.
Definitely, guys, you also are welcome to open beer and cheers with us.
Indeed. We're all here to have a good time and enjoy ourselves. Now I know, ark4n, that you couldn't stay too long, so if you have to go,
Yeah,
do
I
let
asked
us know.
20 minutes, so we
Yep.
should have been
Let me know.
okay.
Yeah, okay, sure. How has Meekstone been performing for me? Well, honestly, it's nuts. I've played in the last Legacy Challenge on Sunday. I went 5-2, and I played against Delver twice. And whenever I had it in my hand, it basically won me the game if it resolved. The funny thing is, by the way, ark4n, in the first game where your Delvers refused to flip and you didn't have cantrips, I had the Meekstone in my hand, and I was hoping, why? Usually I would never want this, but I want them to flip right now, and I want the stupid flying creatures to get bigger.
Oh my god!
It was so it was such a weird
you had
situation.
The mix on that game?
Sorry?
You had the mix on that game?
Yeah, I had it the entire.
Oh my god!
Remember when I said this is a very good one? I had the swords and the Meekstone, and I was like, I'm gonna swords the whale now.
The numbers know what
Yeah.
they don't want to flip it.
Yeah,
they felt
indeed.
it.
They knew, and they were,
So
and you were thinking they were against you. No. They were helping you.
It's so funny actually to think about it.
Mm-hmm. So
But
Meekstone is very good.
I actually still think about the one card to bring. But I'm gonna go. Oh my god! I almost didn't sideboard them. Yeah, I'm gonna go with the same. Thanks, God.
Who needs a sideboard
I
anyway?
I check it with my eyeball. The 2 seconds.
Yeah, this is fine. Let's keep.
Oh, I feel like I have like kind of interesting hand. But I'm gonna go with.
Let me
king.
guess. Double Fog Bolt, double Blazing Volley.
No, I mean, I guess no. I don't. I don't. You are like getting informations from me.
Oh, by the way, I have a question for you, ark4n, and I'm generally wondering. I have seen Delver players swapping towards Fog Bolt again, and I was just wondering why. Because if you want to play your deck against Delvers, I would imagine that you maybe prefer to have like maybe one Fog Bolt and one other other Lightning Bolt effect. But why the double Fog Bolt?
The answer is very easy. So metagame is basically everything like trying to say on my Patreon as well. But when we have like the exclusive time here, the extras, I can tell you as well here. My thought process on my recent list, I'm doing very well. I think I'm like over 80% win rate after 17 leagues with this blue red. And
That's insane.
basically my thought process for this list. So the metagame was switching like that. First, I was expecting a lot of elves and mavericks. I was right. So the forked balls here are very good. But after people find the Delver is strong against everything each other, so it was like kind of mirror of young pyromancers. But after the young pyromancers was switching to Rag Delvers, which means like the blue is not that good anyway. So Rag Delvers started playing forked balls to metagame to beat elves, because elves was starting play to beat DNT, because DNT is starting play to beat the forked ball, but the forked ball also is decent against DNT. So basically the forked ball is such a good card, like against elves, DNT, mirror, maverick. Like forked ball is such a great utility burn. You can still go to the head. Like sometimes with the spray dragon, forked ball is 3 damage. I mean, it's definitely not nothing.
No, that's true.
So
because you can still just deal 2 damage to one creature as well, right? For people who don't know the card.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
And Blazing Volley, I thought about Blazing Volley in the sideboard, and I think it's still necessary because, as I said, elves are, in my opinion, carry 1 deck, and it's. I hope the Shepherd is gonna be gone in maybe 1 year, but that's only my wish.
I don't think so. I think that the card is busted, but I don't think it's gonna go.
Because I feel like the elves will be busted even despite engineer is too slow again. I mean, engineer is sometimes only fast even without Shepherd. I don't think the engineer killing elves completely. I disagree with that.
Have you read that they are planning to make a new creature type named Phyrexian, and I've read a tweet where they have said, that they are thinking about like changing older creature types as well. And I'm already afraid that they're maybe going to make every Infect creature into Phyrexian, and then Plague Engineer
you have
is
like bad
disgusting.
dreams, but I mean, you are definitely like good guy, so you're like evil Jedi. But, I mean, Infect is not like bad, but you shouldn't have bad dreams. I mean, I guess you have like only bad feeling about this, I guess.
Yeah, definitely. I was
Yeah,
like,
I
if this
mean-
happens, I'm probably gonna start playing Rally the Ranks or Force or the ley line of the green ley line. I have to do something then.
It's actually kind of joke, but Julian, you definitely know him, right? He's like probably
He's been a
half an
guest.
Julian. You
Julian
know him, right?
Knab, yeah, I know him very well. He's a guest. He's been a guest on my mod series,
Yeah, I
and
mean,
I've been on his
I forgot
podcast
about
too.
So he basically was tweeting and trying in a one period the green ley line you mentioned, and he was very happy with it. But after people just figured it out, Shepherd is just insane. I'm gonna win turn 1, turn 2 usually, so I don't need ley line.
Yeah, okay, that makes sense. If you just have Shepherd, you don't need a ley line.
Yeah, you just like, care about any counters from opponent. You just like care only about the engineer.
Yeah.
And yeah, and people also like kind of turning into reclaimer elves, which is like more resilient for the engineer builds.
And if
So
engineer would be a really, really big problem, they could also just play a lord if they would want to.
I mean, a lot of things like more discard, more abrupt. Actually, I kind of like the tech, the Cabal Pit.
Ah, yeah, that's cool. Yeah.
Yeah, could be fetched by reclaimer or the how it's called
Crop rotation maybe.
crop rotation. Yeah, as with the reclaimer package. So I have actually a very good point that I'm gonna be keeping everything.
Okay.
How I wanna stack it?
At least I'm happy to not see a turn 1 threat.
I'm actually gonna stack it like this because basically I think I'm gonna be playing around if you have Gen more to have like more things, maybe more used to things, because I don't think you have basically from your pattern I don't think you have in hand how it's called that Infect land.
The Inkmoth Nexus.
Yeah, I don't think you have it, but
I do have it.
I was wrong. I was playing more about 8. I mean,
this is a good turn. This is a good turn.
Yeah, it's kind of pretty annoying for me. And now speaking of the forked ball, here the forked ball they're gonna shine hopefully. And I hope I'm gonna be fine.
I think I want to try and save Glistener Elf.
Oh, that's interesting. You're fighting over elf despite of Nexus. What does that mean? I guess you wanna be spreading your threads is my first thought. And just chipping the damage. I think I'm gonna let it save your elf with my hand. Okay, so and I guess we now passing. Definitely I'm not out of the wood, but let's see. Might be dead. So you're gonna be. Don't tell me it's a chicken.
No, that would be great. I haven't seen a chicken a lot, unfortunately. It's just a scale up.
This is pretty bad though for me.
Yeah, and I'm doing this because I imagine that if you had a bolt, you probably would have used it last turn.
I'm dead to Invigorate maybe now, but maybe. So if you have another Invigorate, it's gonna be pretty sick. Wow, you have scale, Jesus. That's pretty insane. It's actually pretty smart by you. You have Invigorate or the Berserk to play around days as well. I didn't expect this, damn. I mean, I could expect this, but... I mean,
yeah, it's a one-off, so you can't really play around it.
Yeah. So, I know about my first card. I have now hard options. I think I need to let it resolve. Let's see if we have the Invigorate.
Okay, so I'm going to attack first.
And now you Berserk?
Actually, none of all of those, but I have become immense.
Oh, that should be good enough, unfortunately. So I need to find my only force over now. Damn, you have insane draw now. I'm basically gonna be dying with Upgrade and Pyroblast in hand.
Yeah, that feels bad. Yeah, and I would only fire off this Become Immense in response to removal, or if it is skill up resolved. So this was a good check for me. So what happens? I'm gonna fire off skill up first, and depending on what you can do.
Played by you. They're definitely only like as I was saying, only few Infect players as you can be beating me and outplaying me.
Well, thanks, man. Appreciate it. I try. At least I was able to win one. It's something.
A single game. I mean, you can still win the match, though.
Yeah, that's true. It's true. And I think what we saw here indeed was I can joke about this a bit, but of course it would be silly for me to say that I know I'm a good player, and I did want to play like this because I knew that this was the best way to do to play this pattern. And this is what I mean. The matchup really depends on how skilled you are with the deck. But I mean, you're a very skilled player yourself, and that's when you get very interesting matches. That's how I feel, at least. When both of us know exactly what we should do in a certain situation, that's when you get the most interesting games. That's how I feel. So I'm not going to change anything. I think my sideboarding is... my sideboard's fine. In some matches I change if I'm on the play or on the draw, but not against Delver.
So I'm gonna be on the play, which is very, very good. And I mean, I guess I'm gonna be trying to tie to the mulligans. I have no lander, so I have to ship it, even despite the hand was insane. Double volley, double vault.
So my hand is fine. It's not excellent, but it's too good to mulligan, so this is a keep.
But now I have actually interesting hand what I'm bottoming. Wow.
That's always the most difficult thing, right? Choosing which card to bottom.
I think I'm gonna bottom this. I'm gonna. It's so bad because I could tell you. Maybe next time maybe we can like play different decks and streaming it from both sides and like share the webcams maybe.
I was trying to set that up, but I mean I'm bad with computers.
I can definitely turn the webcam next time.
Yeah, I was thinking about if I do a new edition of the Master Series, maybe I should ask Anu or someone else.
It's not good to share the hands for one screen. I think maybe Julian would help you.
Yeah, for sure. I can ask them. They're so good with these things. I'm not.
Nice. I think they would help.
For sure.
They are both super busy. I mean,
that's true.
I'm trying to by myself not bothering people with this, but definitely they would help. I think.
For sure. And again, I've tried setting it up, but it was too difficult for me to figure out myself. So next time I'm gonna get some of my friends to help me out with that. But because that would be cool if we could see both hands. That would be amazing.
Yeah, exactly.
And then maybe even both players. That's then for the next Master Series. I'll get that set up for sure.
When the wasteland is clear. By the way, what do you think about making maybe not podcast, but like maybe a Europe championship? And we would be commentating it and set up in the rounds.
That would be amazing. I'm up for that. European Championships with ark4n and Fenruscloud. Let's go. Let's do this. That would be sweet.
But I mean, it would be only possible if like the people would like accept the invitationals, right? Without the people, we could have the championship and drinking the beers and maybe talking about something else.
If we organize it, we can do what we want, right? So. No, I'm joking, of course.
I would even have like at least 20 names of the people. Like it would be good to make the 16 people tournament.
That would be sweet. Of course, if I commentate, we will have no infectors. That's something.
I'm actually interesting ponder.
Okay.
I want to be keeping it despite I'm not super happy with it.
So turn on ponder again. No threats. It's a good sign.
Yeah, and also I'm mulligan, which is another good sign for you.
No, I'm just gonna do the same. Let's keep it fair. If you ponder, I ponder.
I think that's fair, but I mean I'm winning, and because my ponder is just more dark than yours.
Yeah. Okay, that's true. Your ponder is way cooler than mine. That's true.
Yeah. By the way, speaking of the ponder, I'm super happy about that set. I mean, because I'm big fan of the old.
Yeah, I know. I think for a lot of personally, it doesn't. For me, it doesn't do a lot because I wasn't around when the set was printed, and I think for a lot of people this is just nostalgia coming back.
Yeah, I guess that's actually fair because you are not like that related, that channeled to the beautiful old like borders.
Indeed. Don't get me wrong. I think it's cool, but it's not. That's about it for me. It's cool.
So actually now I've like using my terminology. Always when opponent don't shuffle, I usually don't like wastelanding land because I know about the nexus. So I feel like I want to just play a land go, which is pretty interesting. Actually, I could get risky with the wastelanding here. No,
I love
I
this.
don't like it.
I love this point because I think this is very interesting, and this is something that I can only talk from my side, and I have seen two kinds of players. You have the Delver players who just always wasteland when they have the opportunity to turn one, and you have others who keep the wasteland for Nexus. And I don't know what's the best, but why do you choose not to wasteland here? Is it because of the Nexus or for a different reason?
So two reasons. For A, my hand is kind of land light, so I know you play daisies. So if I want to like go for some spot of like fighting or like tapping out for future fighting, you could get in with days. For B, you didn't shuffle ponder, and for C, you have the Nexus. And I'm gonna pause it right here. I hope it was clear. I mean, for the chat and for you, my reasoning here.
Oh yeah, sure. How do you know about the Nexus? Maybe you should talk about that.
Oh yeah, so I was misplaying a lot in the start against Infect when I was starting with Legacy a few years ago, because in fact we know it's older deck, and it was always like was in the meta after it wasn't like with few other decks. But when I was playing against Infect with Basin, I usually was always tempted to attack the mana with Delver. But after I always died against the Nexus, because even despite Delver usually have like plenty of removes, they are still limited because Infect trying to fight like with Flusterstorms, with Daisies against your So that's basically my thoughts of saving Wasteland.
Yeah, makes sense. So you're in the camp of safe Wasteland for Nexus. Yeah.
I'm more in this matchup, But in the matchup, for example, against Delver, I like to getting the aggressive Wastelands. But it's very complicated. That would like also be like for at least 15 minutes to talk about how Wasteland.
That's true. That's true.
Okay, so the aggressive elf is resolve here. Okay, interesting. So let's see if you want to be adding something.
Do I want to do anything else?
Or noble, or just pass? So you play the second tropical. So basically this like the read. So the basin would be kind of not really that strong.
I think I just want to pass. I could have done something else, but I don't want to. I want to play around days if I can.
But then the time flying. I guess after this match we can like briefly talk. What do you want to be at? But yeah.
Sure.
Definitely time flies, unfortunately, when you talking about Legacy.
Yeah, we can talk for hours. Maybe we should have we should do this again, and then we don't play, we just talk.
It's already like 15 minutes, and we just like talk about briefly about few things. Okay, so the end step, you play the L, which is pretty interesting spot. Even I know about the top card, and I don't like to use it. I think I'm gonna like being tempo positive here.
I'm not gonna respond to the brainstorm.
Oh, it's not the best, but it's not also good. Put ponder here. It's very interesting now. If I wanna waste you from possible protections and after fired, I'm actually not gonna. I'm gonna just play Blazing Volley. Unfortunately, only 1 for 1.
Yeah, for me this is basically Lightning Bolt. So okay, that works.
And I need to pass. I had like here option for ponder, but I feel like missing the land drop could be deadly for me.
Yeah, and very important for me to notice. Indeed, ark4n missed the land drop.
Yeah, that's very bad for me.
Good sign.
That's not good. You present 2 threats in turn, but I cannot say much for that.
Okay, so I'm just gonna pass again.
This is basically want to talk about that. I'm pretty happy about having the wasteland now.
Yeah, and I was hoping that you'd wasteland a tropical. This is why I played a second tropical, because then I know that a lot of Delver players they are like, okay, he didn't play Nexus, so we must not have it. Let's fire it off. But of course the reason for me to play this wasteland, this Nexus here, is also because I know that you missed the land drop, and if you wasteland the Nexus, that could also be dangerous for you, because then you only have 1 volcanic, and of course you know my deck list. But if you don't know my deck list, most Infect decks, they do play a wasteland, and then it could be scary for you if you do want to waste, because if you don't have my waste, so Yeah, and that kind of incentivizes you to maybe use Ponder, even if you have lightning bolts. So I do like playing it out this way.
So you play the agent here. Definitely makes sense. Everything you point. I think I want to take a untap and damn. That's actually. I still think I have to like ponder and not cantripping here, which would be because I know even you should find the land, right? Usually.
Yeah.
But
I'm gonna try and save agent. This is why I didn't do anything else. I wanted to play around days.
interesting. Wow, that's actually pretty bad for me. I guess I need to let it resolve, but I might die.
Okay,
pass.
so good for us.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I was supposed to ponder for the land, but that would be super risky. I think if I don't find the land, I would be dead.
Yeah, I think that would indeed be very risky.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know the odds. I mean, I'm not. I should be better in math, but I think the odds. Basically, I'm having 12 lands in deck. So I should theoretically. So I would have 3 times 12 outer. So I don't know the odds, but I feel like the odds wouldn't be. I think it would be like around 30-40% maybe, which is like definitely not 100.
This is a very interesting brainstorm. Kind of want to keep everything. It's awkward. Yeah, maybe I just.
I mean, I also like kind of like I always like I'm trying to not be greedy when I'm playing Magic because I usually lose when I'm greedy.
Yeah.
Which is like kind of like, but sometimes it's good to be greedy because you know you're gonna win the greedy war. And it's Magic is definitely a very interesting game. Basically, like make me some like something like for example to the people so they know. So basically, for example, I might like put my opponent, they don't kill me that turn, so I can like preserve the card advantage engine. For example, playing silver number into play, then trying to find toad size if it makes sense to you. It's like very interesting, like how you to utilize the greed.
That does make sense.
But many times you die. I mean, if you
yeah, that's also true.
Like,
of course.
like I mean, brainstorm and order like the cards, like just scope your hand so well. I mean, it is like usually it's better being safe. I mean, than being greedy. But that's why we're playing and trying to teach new players not being greedy.
Especially in the first lesson I teach newer Infect players is play it safe. I always say Infect's not a combo deck. It can be, but it doesn't have to be, and more often than not.
Brainstorm.
Yeah. Okay.
And that was a good brainstorm. I loving it.
Probably just found the land.
And I have pretty interesting here. I want to actually shuffle away the Delver. I want to tell you, I mean that because this kind of information.
Yeah, it doesn't really.
Because I
doesn't
feel like
really
I don't need the Delver right now because it's too slow against Agent, and I need to start with the Forked board again. Need to try to lure your protections. Oh, that's very good. So in that point, I'm just gonna go straight for the Nexus. Okay. Oh damn, that's a good for me. That's a big win, I think.
So I was expecting that to happen, and now I have.
Oh, don't tell me you have a chicken.
I do not have chicken, but I do have another sideboard card, which could be very devastating for you if this resolves.
Oh my god, it is.
Yeah. So okay, so very good. So this is a good point for me. Every removal spell is useless now. So okay, love it. Only thing I have to worry about right now is Submerge and potentially the Brazen Borrower. So yeah, 3 cards.
Oh my god, I'm kind of worried about Days now.
Yeah, that's the thing. Paralyzed Llama, what an excellent name. Thanks for the follow. Cheers, appreciate it. Specialist, thanks for the follow as well.
And that's very good. I like it.
Okay.
So let's see if you are willing to Days Delver here. If you have Days.
I am. Might as well just.
So I was correct. I'm gonna have to tell my lines what I could done. I'm pretty happy about this safer line.
Yeah, makes sense. I'm a big fan of just whenever you can daze, you should, because if you just draw land, if you play it next turn, it's worth nothing anymore. So I was keeping these because I wanted to have absolute law resolve.
I'm definitely also daze. As you said, it's always good to daze when you can daze.
Indeed. So I have one again.
That's pretty bad. And now I'm gonna play my Veil because I basically find in that Ponder the Delver and Flip Delver, but I'm gonna play my Veil because I felt like the Veil is pretty strong.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh, that's pretty interesting now though.
Downside is Veil is blue, so I can't attack through it with Elf. You can attack through a lot of creatures if they are red with Elf, but doesn't work with Whale.
I'll actually go like this because I feel like the board is good enough against the Law. I need to find a Brazen for the Law.
Okay. So let's
but
fire this
that
one.
Law, oh my god, you are loaded.
Yeah, I can't complain.
Very bad for me.
Yeah.
So I might actually be losing because the Law is just a trump card here.
Yeah, I said I made this list specifically to deal with Delver, and Absolute Law is certainly one of them.
Can win you this game because I didn't find like really good time to have the threats. Very well played by you. Yeah, I think I lose here.
It's possible. I'm not in the clear just yet, but I do think as soon as I find one pump spell, then and in this situation I can just fire off pump spells whenever I want.
Cut it from the white, but it's too late.
And this is why I've started playing double Savannah.
Yeah, but I still think it's fine. Oh, of course the Nexus after them.
Yeah, I can't complain.
Yeah, I think you're gonna win the second match.
It's possible.
No, I think I'm just dead because I'm Brimstone Block. So yeah, well done, you beat the Delver. The Law was a trump card. Maybe I need to figure out keeping more forcible because when I'm thinking how I lose here.
And I even had Meekstone in my hand. I was going to play it after combat.
I have a very good hand, but I just lose to the Plow and Law.
Oh, okay. Yeah, Submerge could be scary if I go for a pump spell.
Oh my god, you scoped your hand very, very nicely here.
Yeah, and this is also this is why I made this list. I play 4 swords, 2 Meekstones, 1 Law, and then I play Veil of Summers. It's just stacked against Delver. That's what this list is all about. Because for me, this felt really how the matchup usually plays, where Delver tries to get rid of your first or 2 first threats, and then they take over the game by bringing threats to the board. And if you can sometimes start a game by turn 1 absolute lawing without having played a threat, you will see that a lot of Delver players, they just go all in on keeping absolute law off the table. And then if that happens, then you're like, okay, sure, that's fine.
Yeah.
But it was an interesting game.
I definitely learned a lot about it, but yeah, you are definitely one of the few Infect players I'm usually losing only. As I said, when I'm losing to Infect, or like, I don't know, maybe they are well known in their states or the republics, but
well, thanks for the compliment. It means a lot coming from you.
Usually I'm losing by my greed, but when I'm losing against you, usually because you are basically one of the few people who is like innovating the list, and
that is true. I do like innovating it, and I think if you want to stay on top with Infect, what I sometimes do is if a month has passed, so what I do is I just spend an afternoon checking MTG online, checking the meta, and then seeing, okay, so what do we have to do with our deck? If you don't do this, you can forget about playing Infect. You have to be able to adjust. But thanks for the compliment, and also Specialist, thank you as well for the compliment, guys. It means a lot. It means a lot. I don't know, archetypes, if you have time left, because I know that you had to...
I'm just about to leave, but I still gotta give it like 1 or 2 minutes for the final, like maybe questions, or if you have like something to point, like what are you missing about the Delver matchup?
Okay, great. So quickly for everyone in chat, if you do have a question for Ark4n, now is the time to ask them in chat, because Ark4n has to leave soon. And otherwise, let's see. I think
open to any discussion. So if people have like some like deeper questions, hit me on my Discord or Twitter. I mean, anytime. I'm always open to answer when I have time. I'm always answering every question from the people or concerns.
Yeah, that was actually my next question for you, Ark4n. Where can people find you? You can share your Twitter or your.
So I'm gonna give you guys the link for the Twitter.
Yep.
Basically, Discord is under my on my Twitch channel, the banner for the Discord. So there is my Twitter guys who gonna join and have some questions for me or about this matchup, about Delver. I'm like mostly playing Delver. That's why I pick it for today with you as my. I was more well known about as a dredge player, which is pretty funny. I don't know if you know it. I was doing very well with dredge.
The Rage.
And I think I played it very well.
Nice.
But
I didn't
now
know
I
that.
feel like meta is kind of evil to dredge.
Yeah, that's
I'm not
true.
doing well. People overpacking the graveyard. I feel like it's because the Uro. It's probably the question.
Yeah,
the
I
answer.
think a lot of graveyard decks are suffering from the fact that people
Like
are
I don't
hating
see
on
any, I
Uro.
don't see any reanimation even. So that's definitely.
No. Although I
but it's
don't
not
miss
bad,
that
right?
deck
Because like
personally.
losing to graveyard decks is pretty frustrating from the losing.
Yeah.
Losing point.
Yeah, that's true. That is true. Indeed.
But yeah, I learned a lot. So thank you, Fenruscloud, for inviting me. I definitely
ark4n,
making notes how to outsmart you because
no need. It was a delight to have you here, and the games against you are always tight, always intense. So this was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Really.
Vice
And
too, yeah.
well, we know it's coming up. We're gonna set up a European Championships. So
I mean, yeah, definitely. I'm kind of open. I know several people I would invite. You probably know the several people.
Yeah,
we
definitely.
could like figure it out. Maybe some kind of like inside prizes. I mean, yeah.
All right.
Definitely, we could maybe.
All right.
Yeah. That's it though. I mean, I don't. Unfortunately, I don't have time, but I have like so much in my mind. So yeah.
Yeah. No,
Thank you for having
ark4n,
me.
we'll talk about this. We'll talk about it in the future. It's interesting.
Open for making something
People in
together.
chat watching, don't go away just yet. I have some time, so I'm going to probably not finish a league, but I'm going to start a new league with my list. So we're going to say bye to ark4n right now because you had to leave. ark4n,
good luck in your leagues on the end of your stream. I'm gonna maybe join later. To
that would be
stream,
nice.
But yeah.
That would be nice.
But yeah,
Again.
thank you again, and yeah, I will see you around.
Sweet.
Bye bye, my friend.
ark4n, cheers. Cheers, mate.
And
See
be your
you.
lovely students. Not only in your magic.
I'm going to see them tomorrow. ark4n,
bye,
cheers.
my
Good
friend.
evening, man. See ya. Bye.
Cheers.
Okay, right, so everyone here in chat, I'm going to start a league. I just told you guys. I'm just going to play my list. So a lot of people here, so I'm gonna show you why I brewed up this list, right? So I saw that Delver is just everywhere right now, and I was like, okay, back to the drawing board. If Delver is that dominant, I need to change my deck in some way. And what I did is I quickly noticed that there are some cards that are very good against them where we do not suffer. And the best example of this is, of course, going to be Meekstone. Meekstone says creatures with power 3 or more don't untap. And in Delver, that's everything, except if they play Young Pyromancer. But I also play 4 Swords right now. So if you do resolve Meekstone, what you do is you just keep your Swords to Plowshares for when they play Young Pyromancer. And we don't care about anything else. Then Absolute Law. The main Delver flavor right now is just blue-red with maybe some random green splash in there, but not all that often anymore. And Absolute Law just says all of your removal spells are useless against our deck. And you saw how good it was against ark4n, so that's what's the main idea, and it's been amazing. I've been trying out 4 Ponders, and I've come from 2 in the past, and this is because I'm playing double Mavinda right now. And I feel if I do have Mavinda, I want to have always at least 1 pump spell in the graveyard when I can. So I'm playing 4 Ponders to find them, and I've been loving them. Haven't missed Crop Rotation, haven't missed Wasteland. Been happy with Devil Savannah too, but that's only for a Delver-dominated meta. So that's what I'm doing right now, and I've been, again, pretty happy with it. So let's see what happens. And I'm hoping that we're going to be playing against Delver again. Let's not play ark4n's list, shall we? We're going to play our own. The Chicken, as I've called him already. I was able to finish 5-2 in the Sunday challenge, and yeah, that was pretty good. Finished 19th place, one loss too many, fortunately. Do you play Rocket League too? I love that game. Actually, I've never played Rocket League, but I've seen it a lot. I've seen a lot of people play it, so maybe I should check it out in the future. Are the Veils mostly to win Counter Wars versus Delver? Actually, they are there as... well, of course, Counter Wars, they are good there, but they're also good against Submerge. And Submerge is disgustingly good against us, because if we just go all in and we play around removal, then if they just follow it with Submerge, we could just get crushed. So that's one of the main reasons to play it as well. And you can sometimes stop... what's the name of the card again? The Brazen Borrower, for example. You can stop that one as well. So it's there for a lot of reasons. So I'm going to play first. Would love to see you playing Rocket League. I'm going to try it out. I'm not sure when, but I'll try it in the future. Let's keep... going to put on some music here because I always stream with music. And this if I have a guest, of course, because then it's just a bit too much. Let me start off with a good one. One of my favorites. It's gonna be a Mario song because I just loved it. You should play this game if you haven't played it ever. It's from what's the name of the Mario? I have to find it now. I should meanwhile play, otherwise it's kind of boring for you guys to watch. From Mario Sunshine, pretty amazing. I have to find it. I have so many. I have a set Spotify list specifically for streaming, and there are like over 500 songs in here, so I don't have any idea. Anyway, my hand's pretty good, so I'm just gonna do this all at the same time. Here it is. Here it is. So we do not find. This is very interesting. So we do not find a land, but we have double invigorate, so they are dead next turn. Tropical. I wonder if. What are we up against? Could be Infect. Could also be Delver, and then I would rather have Vines. I already have a Daze, so I think we're not going to see removal this turn. I'm only going to move to Daze 1, so I'm just going to do them like this. You have no clue how this game is played. Could you give me a small recap? I actually can. So this is a game called Magic the Gathering, and it's a card game. And you can best describe it as it's a combination between chess, which is pure strategy, and poker, which is pure statistics. That's how you can look at it the best way. It's a combination of chess and poker. That's really it. And by chess, I mean you have to think about what moves are you going to make, and when, and why. And then it's poker because you know that a deck is 60 cards, and there are 4 cards of everything, or usually in decks, and then you can do some statistics on this. Am I making sense? I'm trying. Okay, so Brainstorm, end of turn. I think as long as we don't see Wasteland, we probably win. I've been thinking about maybe I should start doing like variety streams, but I don't know if people actually want me to do this. I think most people are here for just seeing me play Magic and Infect, and by no means am I am I sad about playing only that at all. Fatal Push. Damn. At least I have another one. Kind of wished I had a land now so I could Vines. I'm just gonna play Elf again. I know it would be better for me to play a land, but even if he gets rid of this Elf too, I still have Agent, so kind of want to have the pressure. Kind of want to have the pressure on. We can play Guess the Video Game again, although I've already kind of told you what this video game is all about. Okay, so my opponent, I think my opponent does not have removal left, or would have used it. And if he does, then I have Vines, so yeah, I think I'm just gonna go for it here. This is a good spot. Right, so Invigorate. Boom. That's number 1. And then we have... If he counters this, that's fine. Okay, another one. So, what do you have for me, my friend? Give it to me. Show me what you got. Green. Black. Oh no, not Abrupt Decay. E. Okay, we have Vines. Please do not have Force Will now. Brainstorm, Brainstorm, Brainstorm. Force Negation. Damn. Okay, I still think we made the correct play. This is kind of nuts. And it's still far from over. I have 4 cards left. He has 2. So if I find the land, I'm just gonna play Agent. And then if I Brainstorm and I find a good bunch of pump spells, we could be good. Daze is now not looking very good anymore. Exile the Narset, okay. And if I find Mavinda, that's a good thing too. I can just recast all these pump spells. If you find Mavinda late, it's very good. Where is Master ark4n? Unfortunately, ark4n had to go. I think it was 3 or 4 minutes ago. He had to leave. So he just left. You just missed him. But you can rewatch all of my videos. So you can rewatch the entire games with ark4n. We had some amazing gameplay, really. The games were very, very tight. Ponder. I think I do want elf, and I can ponder again. Yeah. Okay. I think we're playing against some kind of bug-ish control deck. Ponder. My opponent's doing a lot of thinking. Right, let's do this. What am I afraid of right now? Maybe Leovold? I can daze Leovold though. Not sure. What am I afraid of? Maybe another Abrupt Decay. Then again, I don't have pump spells right now, so... Remember guys, if you are enjoying this content and you haven't done so, smash that follow button. You'll get notified whenever I go online. And if you want to help me out even more, you can consider subscribing or cheering. It all helps me out a ton, but no obligations whatsoever, of course. Okay, elf. Okay guys, I have not added the Spotify icon over there, so we are going to play our game of Guess the Video Game. I'm pretty sure a lot of people listening probably know the music of this video game. At least you should, the game's excellent. Breath of the Wild, exactly. One of the best games I've ever played. I'm a huge Legend of Zelda fan. Maybe I should, you know what, if I ever hit a certain amount of subscribers, I'm gonna do a Breath of the Wild stream. Or maybe I shouldn't, because I don't know if you want me to. Or just spitballing. Alright, Abrupt Decay. I kind of want him to Abrupt Decay Listener Elf. Also, I'm making promises, but what if I actually get the target and you guys want me to do this? How do I even get a switch screen on my desktop here? I'm so bad with computers, in case you haven't noticed. Okay, so I mill 3. Then you return a land, sure. Target gets -3, -1. Okay. He mills himself. What does he take? Probably a fetch. Yeah, indeed. Takes a fetch. God of War is a super duper game too. I actually haven't played the most recent God of War. Yet. Okay, let's ponder, shall we? I just want to find the land. Okay, Force Word is good here. I'm gonna play the land next turn. This music is maybe a bit too wild. Let me let me check another one. I should search for maybe less known. Okay, this is a good one. Oh no, this one. This is a good one. Uro. I don't particularly care much for Uro. A capture card. Okay, yeah, that's true. I could get a capture card. And then have 0 viewers. I don't know. You know what I've really been wanting to play? Is Pokemon Snap. I remember when Pokemon Snap was the first one on Nintendo 64. Ah man, that game, dude. I played it so many times. I literally took a picture of every single Pokemon out there. So we just need to find Invigorate and then we get him. Unless they have another Abrupt Decay, of course. Blooded Agents. Fatal Push. I'm gonna exile Daze here because that's gonna be bad. He has seen a lot of removal though. Double Wither Bloom. Push, decay. Okay, I'm just gonna yield, man. Doesn't matter. Yep, don't care about Tarmogoyf. Probably means that he doesn't have removal, otherwise he would have used it, so we're gonna draw Invigorate. Okay, we tried. I'm gonna Brainstorm and find Invigorate that way. Brainstorm. Counter Magic, maybe? Abrupt Decay now. Jesus. Okay, Brainstorm. Let's fetch in the upkeep. Brainstorm again. A Vinder would be quite good now. Although, maybe not. He has too much life. I really want Failure Summer in this matchup. Shuffle. Okay, sure. Ireland. Okay. Why doesn't he play Uro? Maybe he doesn't have another forest in the deck? Not sure. I don't really know what bug decks are doing currently. Yeah, he does have. We're gonna get a forest, and there we have the Uro. So how can I still win if I get lucky? Honestly, I'm gonna have one more. I'm gonna have 2 more turns. So what I need is I need a Brainstorm into Inkmoth Nexus or Blighted Agents, and I need to find Invigorate as well. And I need my opponent to have less removal. With my most recent list, I don't think my list right now is very good against control decks. In fact, they are horrible. Yeah, that's my own fault. I should not have F6'd. That's that's my own fault. Okay, so I'm gonna fetch. Okay. I mean, well, who cares about Brainstorm? I'm just gonna top deck the cards that I need. Next turn I'm gonna draw Invigorate. I don't need Brainstorm. This is going to fire back. Sure of it. Whatever's going to happen, I'm probably now going to draw a land or something like that, and then I'm going to draw 1 extra card after I concede, and it's going to be Invigorate, and then it's all on me. Okay. What do you have? Okay, we lose. I mean, I was already laughing because I was like, if this is gonna be Invigorate, dude. Right, let's see what we would have found. It's still not a guaranteed I will win, of course. Yeah, he has found a couple of cards. Okay, phew. I still wouldn't have won even though we had the Brainstorm. So, definitely want Silver Library. I do like Veil of Summers. Against this deck, Rest in Peace seems kind of good. They play Tarmogoyfs, play Uros. I kind of like Meekstone as well. This is a control deck, and in control decks I'm not a big fan of Days. We saw how bad it was last game. I don't think I want to overboard on this all too much. I should probably decide between Meekstone or Rest in Peace. I think Rest in Peace is better because at least if they still get to find 2 cards off of their Uro, and Rest in Peace just shuts down also Tarmogoyf and Uro. Maybe Spell Pierce. Maybe this is just it's still a control deck, right? It's mid-range, maybe that's better. It's probably a mid-range deck, and then I like this. I want to keep my game plan as intact as I can, so I don't have to overboard here. Nice. So let's see if we can come back from this. I kind of like playing these games because this I did not adapt my deck to deal with these builds specifically, or these kind of decks specifically. So you have to know if you want to make a deck list specifically for a meta, you're gonna see different decks as well. So it's, even though I tuned this to beat Delver in a challenge, even if you have like an insane amount of Delver decks, you still need to be able to beat other decks as well. Am I making sense? I'm hoping so. But on my next streams, I'm gonna play Modern again because I always play the Mana Traders series, and it's Modern right now. I already have my Modern list. Of course, it's Infect, but in Modern, my Infect list is always Black-Green. I think Black-Green is better in Modern than it is than Blue-Green is, or Banned. Let me quickly show you why it is loading. I actually top-8'd one of the last Energy series with this Golgari Infect. Just a quick sneak peek over here. This is my deck list. Updated a bit. I've added Snakeskin Veil. I think it's going to be good. But that's for one of the next streams. Let's go to this one. I do have the chicken, so this is a keep. If I find the land, it's pretty good. Turn 1 Elf, they probably blow it up. Turn 2 Nexus Agent, probably blow it up. And I have Nexus left. potentially can cast Agent. We'll see. Mavinda, sorry. The chicken. They should always respect the chicken. Okay, opponent doesn't do anything. That's nice. Nice. Flusterstorm. Okay, I'm gonna attack first. And I actually don't think I want to play agents. Because if I do play agent, they could just Fatal Push next turn Abrupt Decay. But now I can have protection. And since I failed to find the land, I kind of want to play agent when I have a land so I can play the threat and protect it. Do I want to Flusterstorm, Brainstorm? I don't think so. I don't think it's worth it. If I had like days, then maybe I would, but... Alright guys, guess the video game. Let's go. It's a pretty well known one, so I'm curious to see how fast you guys are. Another classic, although it's a pretty recent game. Not so fast this time. Thanks for the follow, cheers, appreciate it. Jablaze123. It's not Crash Bandicoot, but I get where you're coming from. Delta, okay. Maybe nothing. Huh. Really, no one knows the video game? That's kind of disappointing. Let me give you a small hint. It's on the Switch. Okay, we could play the chicken. Okay, attack. Still no one? I can give more hints. I'm gonna give you the next hint when we're 2 minutes into the song. Okay, slam in. Deal 2. Boom. Do I want to... I haven't played, Yeah, I think I just want a chicken. Because if they fight over this, fine, I actually don't need it. If they do fight over it, no, it's a bait, so it's good. Okay, we're 2 minutes in. It's a video game on the Switch, and it's also a platformer. I don't know what else to tell you. You play all your games without sound? Really? Why? I really love video. Sound in video games is so important for me, but maybe that's because I'm a musician, so I really... If a video game has an excellent sound, I can just see myself listening to the music apart from the video game itself. Okay. Maybe replicate on Mavinda, that would be hilarious. They go for Elf, it's fine. I still have Nexus, and I have Agent. Yeah, they do go for Elf. Okay, sure. No respect for the chicken. Okay, I'm just gonna tell you guys, I can't handle this anymore. It was from Super Mario Odyssey. If you haven't played it, and you have a Switch, the game is excellent. Top quality stuff. Go check it out. Baleful Strix. Okay, sure, I have Agents. Fantastic music, really? Okay. I've never played Mega Man. Come on, land, please. Land. I need a land. Have I mentioned? Yes. Thank you. And I think this is a point where we could see Mavinda shine. You never turn it on. There's a reason why, because so you like the sound, but you never turn it on. I don't. Maybe I'm missing something, but I don't. Yeah, help me through this one, because I don't see it. This is not a video game, but it's still a good music. But maybe a bit too down right now. Am I making sense? Maybe this is not what we want to be doing right now. Oh, this is a good one. This is old school. Maybe this one. Yeah, let's do this one, dudes. This is old school. I wonder if anyone knows this game. Okay, we're gonna have another decay on Agents, then I'm gonna Vines. Could Fluster Storm, but I kind of want to Vines because I can recast that with Mavinda, my man, my chicken. No one knows the video game music? Disappointing. It's a very old game. Banjo-Kazooie. Indeed. Boom, you did it. Love it. Force a Will then, eh? Force a Will. Now I'm going to Fluster Storm, and I'm actually going to Fluster Storm both. And that's going to be quite the beating. Okay, if there's one thing which is miserable on Magic Online, it's Fluster Storming a spell. So I'm going to Fluster Storm Force a Will. And what you have to do is you have to first say, okay, let's put all the Storm counters on the stack. Uh-oh. If my opponent has Veiler Summer here, that's disgusting. Maybe I should just concede, honestly. This is nuts. Okay, so never mind then. Who cares? At least I still have it left. We must be roughly the same age. I just turned 30, so... You're 35? Yeah. I just started gaming way too early. By the way, my opponent did make a small mistake, in case you haven't noticed, but he actually, he played the Veiler Summer before I put the Storm counters on the stack, but I mean, I'm not gonna try and abuse that. Okay, it makes sense. If you're playing with a lot of people around TV, then I can understand why you would just, then I can see it happening. Classics over. I mean, some games are just, they are for everyone, you know. Okay, we can still win. What I'm gonna do is, I'm actually just going to start attacking with Mavinda each turn, and maybe there will come a point when he has to block with Baleful Strings, because I'm gonna slam it with a 6 each turn from now on. And he just blocks straight away. Okay, nice. That's unexpected, but sure. Rosabella, thanks man, cheers, appreciate it. Thank you for the follow. I think we're gonna lose though. They have 5 cards left. But yeah, what can I say? That was pretty damn nuts. And it's also interesting that they decide. And the more I think about it, why the hell would they bring Veiler Summer against Infect? That's something that literally no one does. Sure, it paid off this random point, but all my pump spells are green, so it doesn't do anything. I actually don't think you should play Veiler Summer against Infect, but yeah, maybe I'm wrong. He did get me there, so yeah. Anyway, let it go. Okay, Brainstorm. Sure. Okay, I'll take it. I mean, I'll take it. So, yeah. I think if I... No, it's not true. I was going to say, if I could choose which cards I would get with the Brainstorm, these would be it, but maybe that's not entirely true. So... I don't think I'm going to attack just yet. I think I'm just going to play Noble, and then have Veiler Summer as protection. Turn afterwards have Vines, and then Berserk. I'm not a threat right now. What I could also do is play Noble now. I could also play Noble now. And then I could just attack, slam for 2, and then put him to 4, and then Vines is lethal, and then I have Veiler Summer only, but then I expose Inkmoth Nexus to fail a push, what I really don't want to do. I want to play it safe. Does Noble change the clock? It does, because he has 2 right now, and if I play Noble and slam in, he takes 2 Infect each turn, so if I play Noble, I could potentially put him on a 2-turn clock, which is a very big difference. But I want to play it safe. So I think I'm going to put him like this. And not attack. Yeah, keeping the double protection, I agree. And I'm not going to attack now, because if I attack and he does have removal spells, I have to fetch, and I don't want to fetch. So I'm just gonna say, yeah, This is good. This is good. It's all fine. Again, guys, keep in mind. Guess the video game. It's not Chrono Trigger. This is a very recent game. I did put Berserk on the bottom because maybe I do want to shuffle that one away. But if they have Strix, then I don't, of course. Plague Engineer. If there's one card I hate, it's this one. It's not Octopath, no. But they may name Human. Okay, they don't. So now I do think that I just want to... Yeah, it's pretty simple. Now I just have to shuffle. Because of the stupid Plague Engineer. Yeah, Breath of the Wild, exactly. If you hear a lot of piano music. I've actually tried searching for the piano music from Breath of the Wild because I'm a pianist myself, but I haven't been able to find it. So if anyone knows where I can get a book of the Breath of the Wild where you have piano music, the piano sheet music of Breath of the Wild, let me know because I'm looking for it. Haven't done a whole lot this game, have I? I should probably cycle in this Veil of Summer now that he has brainstormed, because I was going to be able to finish him, but then stupid Plague Engineer hit. Have I mentioned I don't like Plague Engineer? Alright, let's see. What do you have for me, my friend? Let's cycle Veil. It's possible that just counts as this. Okay, we find Ponder, that's something. I didn't bring in swords. Okay. Let's Ponder. I need... Mavinda's okay. Mavinda's actually pretty good. I think I want to go Rest in Peace now. Because that does shut down Tommy. So I just play it. It does shut down Mavinda, keep that in mind, but I'm gonna be dead. So I just need to. And it's possible that he does fight over this. Okay, he does, okay. That's fine. This is why I play Rest in Peace first, because that way at least I can keep Mavinda. Probably gonna have to block Tarmogoyf with Noble here because he may attack with Plague Engineer. If he has removal, then it's just game over anyway. We will see. He probably cantrips for removal now. Abrupt Decay. Okay, you know what I'm gonna do, just to make a statement. In response, I'm gonna animate my Nexus. I'm wondering what he's thinking about right now. Yeah, okay, there you go. That'll teach him, and I'm gonna animate this one too. Just to make him feel my pain. There you go, and then I'm gonna concede. Just go out with a bang. Not sure if it's good bang, but anyway. At least we did something. That was probably the most interesting thing that I did this game. Alright. That was the stream for today, guys, because it's kind of light. But I was able to play one more League game, and that's pretty good. For newer people here who haven't seen me stream, they maybe don't know what I do at the end of the stream. What I always do is I always open a treasure chest. Did we just play against each other? Good game, my man. What I always do is I open a treasure chest. So, we're gonna play the game as the following. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna say start, and then after I say start, what we're gonna do is you can start guessing names. But a couple of rules: you can only guess a card name once, and if someone has already named a card, you cannot name it again. First come, first serve. And if I open the card that you guessed, you will receive it from me on Magic Online. So you do need Magic Online, otherwise you can't play, of course. Otherwise I can't give it to you. So, nice. We're gonna start right now. Boom, keep them coming. So you can name everything: Hull Breach, Force Negation, probably the 2 cards that most people immediately name, but you can name whatever you want. You can name Mavinda, that would be style points. And I'm gonna give you guys, let's see, 1 minute 15 seconds to name cards. And yeah, if you want to win a good card, now is the time to do so and try your luck. Geovask, yeah, I mean, resilience to the Infect deck. That's I should have that tattooed on my forehead. I think that's, yeah, if there's one thing I want to be known for, it's that for sure. Let's see what we have. Shepherd, Hullbreach, Force Negation. All the classics are passing through here. That's pretty good. Guys, this was a lot of fun. I want to thank ark4n again for being my guest today. If you have enjoyed this content and you haven't done so, smash follow, get notified whenever I go online. And if you want to help me out even more, you can consider subscribing. No obligations, but it does help out a ton. I want to thank all of you for watching, because my last video has now more than 900 views, which is insane, really. It is, yeah, wow. I can't even thank you guys enough. That's quite a lot, and I never anticipated that a video would get that many views, so that's pretty insane. If you want to see more, by the way, about me, I recently was the guest on Anurag Das's latest video on channel Fireball. He played Infect. I talked him through some games, so you can check that out as well. Let me quickly pop that up over there. Boom, there you go. Check it out if you're interested. And Geovask, thank you so much for the subscription. It helps out a ton. Cheers. That was enough, so I'm gonna now stop the game and let's see if we get a winner. Would be nice. I've never actually had a winner, unfortunately, because I always get trash cards which I've never seen before. So maybe, just maybe, yeah, whatever. I get an avatar. What is this? I don't even know what this does. What's an avatar? Is that like the picture that you can put in your screen? That's pretty funny. I'm gonna make that one my avatar. Is this rare or something like that? I've never gotten that. Anyway, what else do we have? We have a card that I can't. Poet's Quill. Okay, sure. Then we have Revel and Riches. Not very interesting, not very exciting, but we do have an avatar, so I'm gonna make that one. Probably gonna make that one my avatar. That's gonna be funny. Anyway, guys. That was it for today. Had a lot of fun. Hope you had a lot of fun too. And I will see you maybe this weekend. Maybe I'm going to stream my first Legacy Challenge. Not sure yet because I do have some work to do in the house. So I'm not sure I'm going to be able to do that one. But if not, I'm going to see you next week. That was it for today. Cheers, guys. Good evening. Bye-bye.